With fewer volunteer paramedics and EMTs, there's a new plan that the Erie County Executive will debut tomorrow to improve ambulance response times. 2 on Your Side's Michael Wooten has the exclusive first look at this proposal in this 2 on Your Side original.
You know, living in paradise.
In rural parts of western New York,
You have to go through Eden to get to heaven, and I call North Collins heaven.
there's beauty and peace in wide open spaces, but that tranquility can come at a cost. In time spent waiting for help when there's not a second to spare.
Ambulance services in southern Erie County, like in most of the rural parts of the state, are provided by volunteer EMTs and paramedics. When you think of how important ambulance services are for our residents, it's a lot to put on a volunteer organization like a fire department.
These days, there are fewer volunteers handling more calls.
The demand that we put on these heroes, the training, the time that they have to put in is challenging.
So in his State of the County address tomorrow, Erie County Executive Mark Poloncarz will propose a paid professional ambulance service to supplement what exists now.
Monitor, defibrillator.
Deputy Commissioner for EMS Gregory Gill has played a key role in designing the system.
We just don't have the resources out there in the volunteer area to respond to all these calls.
The goal is to eventually have 5 ambulances staffed around the clock to primarily serve towns that are currently covered entirely by volunteers, though this mutual aid will be available countywide.
I really think this is going to be a game changer. What it is it's more resources.
How much of a difference in people's lives will this ambulance service make?
Well, it's about saving lives, reducing illness, reducing trauma, making sure that there's an ambulance there when somebody needs it.
To me now.
North Collins Supervisor John Tobia is from a different political party than Poloncarz, but supports the plan because commercial ambulance services like AMR, Twin City, or Mercy are just too expensive for his town.
It's unaffordable for us down here in the South Towns. We just don't have as many calls as the city does. But our lives are just as important. We might have 10 calls every week, and every one of those people are as important and mean something to us.
Getting the ambulances on the road will take time. They're on back order nationwide. Then there's the challenge of hiring dozens of medics. The head of EMS for the county says a big focus will be on training new EMTs and paramedics, so they're not taking away current staff from other services.
That's going to take us probably to mid-year to get that up and running, and then the program's about a year. But eventually you'll start to see an influx of paramedics that will support all the services that are out there.
None of it will be cheap. Buying and equipping the 5 ambulances will cost around $1 million, plus up to $2 million to build a Southtowns substation that will also house other emergency vehicles and equipment and serve as a backup dispatch and emergency operations center. That's on top of the recurring cost of salaries and benefits.
You would say money well spent?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, especially, I'm 68. I need an ambulance. I need the ambulance there.
Because in an emergency, time can be even more costly.
I feel more comfortable. My family, my parents, we're all a bit safer after this program has been implemented.
Could this potentially save a life down the road?
This will save lives. There's no doubt about it.
Absolutely. This is going to save people's lives, and this is the major reason to do it.
So everyone involved in this praised the work of the volunteer EMTs and paramedics. And this is not about replacing them, but instead recognizing that there just aren't enough of those volunteers to be able to cover all of these rural towns, guys.
Michael, when we look at that story, you have to wonder what's needed to get this up and running soon.
Well, we're going to learn more about it tomorrow at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. County Executive Poloncarz has his State of the County address. This is going to be a big part of that. It's sort of the big thing that everybody's going to be discussing. Ultimately, this has to get passed by the state or the county legislature. We're told there should be bipartisan support for it. The 2 people we heard from in the story, one's a Democrat, one's a Republican. And also, they're excited about this Nurse Navigator program. This is something else they want to incorporate. It's basically someone who, when you call 911, will sort of triage what you're going on. And if you don't need an ambulance, maybe they can help you in other ways, just trying to figure out different ways to improve the response time.
It's nice to see people finally coming together to save some lives.
Yeah, this is a big deal, and again, it's got to get passed, but we'll learn a lot more tomorrow.
Yeah, especially if you live in those rural communities, you welcome this news.
Yep.
Absolutely. All right, Michael, thank you very much.